Okay, today we're going to look at the different types of diffuser necklaces that are available to buy. So we'll start off with the most popular, which is the stainless steel locket. And these actually come in two different varieties. There's the magnet locket, and then there's the twist-off face. So the one on the right is a type of magnet locket. They come in a variety of styles. They also come in 20, 25, and 32 millimeter diameters. This one's the 25, which is about the size of a quarter. And I want to show you that when they say it has a strong magnet, yes, it does. So this is what I go through every time I want to wear this. There is a little notch that you have to grab to open it, and I don't know if it's because my fingernails are thick, but I struggle to get these open. And once I get it open, I'm not letting go until I get those drops in there. The nice thing is the pad is reusable. You can see mine's a little stained. I've used it a few times. And you can use it a few times until you think it's time to replace it. And so we have got the twist-off face, and so this solves the problem of the strong magnet without coming open yet. And the only limitation is don't tighten it too much, but the front just screws off. It's got a little deeper hole for the pad here. They do come with slightly thicker pads than the magnet ones, but they are limited in design because they have to be pretty symmetrical. You can't have a right side up. So other kinds of lockets are made out of base metal. So we've got a brass looking one here. Those also come in silver. And then the one on the right, it comes in oval or round, and that's like a base metal with some sort of silver coating over it. This is also a locket, but it's not a magnet. It's like a little piece of metal sticking up and a hole in the front part. And so when you close it, it just kind of snaps closed. And then this one here is kind of clever too, because when you try and open it, the chain prevents you from opening it. So even though there's no magnet here, your pad isn't going to fall out. You actually have to take the chain off in order to fully open it, and then it's easy. You know, if you're okay with taking the chain on and off each time you want to wear your necklace or change the scents in your necklace, then that's definitely a nice option. This one is a pewter locket, and it's made in the US by Quantum Manufacturing. It's been around for quite a while, actually. It's one of the earliest ones that I've been aware of, and it's similar to the brass one we just looked at, but the bail is oval, so you can actually leave the chain on and you can get it stretched open far enough that you can put a pad in there. And it works a little better if you've got a set of tweezers to try and get the pad in and out. These have mostly Celtic and Celestial designs, so if that's your thing, you might want to look them up. So one more type of locket is the harmony or bolo ball, and some variations of that, like cage lockets. So this is the harmony or bolo ball, depending where you live. And you can put a lava bead in there or anything else absorbent, and it just locks in there. And this is just a variation of this. This is that same sort of design where you have to take the chain off to get it open, but you can put a bead or a little felt pom-pom in there, and that works quite nicely too. So let's look at Perfume Bottle locket. And this is a rose quartz bead that's been hollowed out and made into a perfume bottle. They also come in tiger eye or amethyst, and they're on a cotton braided cord. They have a little cork that's decorated with a little bit of bling. It's been hollowed out about 10 millimeters, and then it's about 5 millimeters in diameter. So it's not a huge space, but enough to put a few drops in. And the idea is you take the cork out if you want to have a whiff. It also comes with a spare cork that isn't decorated, so you could conceivably get a little bit of aroma seeping through the cork if you didn't want to keep opening it. Another version of the perfume bottle is this lamp-worked amphora, and so this is just a little glass bottle, also has a cork on it, so it does have a little more room to put more oils if you would want to have more than just a few drops in there. So this is more a carry your oils with you kind of necklace. This one is a very interesting design. So this one has a hole in the bottom that you put the oils in, and the hole is open, so aroma will come out even though you know, it's just that tiny little hole in the bottom. And so you use this little metal tipped pipette that it comes with to put the oil in, and you can see the funnel goes up a few millimeters, so as long as you don't overfill it, none of the oil is going to leak out. And then when you want to take the oil back out. If you're changing it, you just use the pipette to suck it back out. So that's kind of an interesting one. So let's move on to the absorbent ones. So here's a terracotta one. You can find handmade versions of this all over Etsy, and they are bisque fired, which means that when it's bisque fired, it's most absorbent. Usually if you're making pottery, you would then glaze it and fire it again. This is from Terracotta Pendants in Canada, and this is my favorite terracotta ones. I just feel like there's something about them that even though they're handmade, they look very professional. They're very even. They've got this kind of stippled surface on the front and a little bit of texture on the back. The sides are nice and smooth. It's all very even. These are about the size of a quarter as well. And this is actually my car diffuser, and it's on a cotton cord, and you can tell it's a little bit faded from being out in the sun for the last few years. So if you compare them to the ones on Etsy, they are doing something different with their terracotta, and I'm not sure what it is, but I do like it. You can see this one is much lighter in color, and it just has a different kind of surface to it as well. It looks a little bit more like unfinished pottery, whereas the ones from Terracotta Pendants look more finished. So let's move on then to another type of absorbent necklace, and that would be the lava bead. And I don't have any lava bead bracelets, but you can find bracelets that have beads like this. This is just a string of plain ones. One thing to look for is sometimes they're coated with kind of a waxy coating, which I think can inhibit the absorbency a little bit. This one here is not coated, and so do look for the ones that don't have the coating because I think they will be a little bit more porous. So there you have it, a whole bunch of different styles of diffuser necklaces, and in my next video I'm going to be showing you how you can draw inspiration from these and make some of your own. Thanks for watching.